This is a short video about how to use a orbital sander properly. Mine is a Magtech, which is made by Makita. They're no longer called Magtechs now, they're called Makita MTs. I also have a Makita machine. Now what you're going to notice here is that I have been sandpapering this spot here. And on this spot here I've got a little bit of a high point. You can actually see, if you look closely, that it is shinier there than it is here. Now, I've been sanding for a while, so I'm going to show you now how you know whether sandpaper is actually working or not. You notice I'm standing there and there's no dust. What that basically means is that the paper has reached the end of its life. Now, I'm going to introduce you to paper that you don't bother buying ever, because this stuff is absolute and utter Tommy rot, bulldog. Okay, it doesn't last. I've used paper that has allowed me to sand up to 4 or 5 doors at a time. With this bulldog paper, I can't sand more than 1 door at a time. It just goes off very, very fast. How do I fit paper to the machine? Well, basically what you need to do is clip it in like that, and then fold it up against the edge. Fold it over and tear it off. I always fold over the one end because the paper tends to be slightly too long, and also you'll notice that on most belt sanders it'll pull out on one end. Now with the Makita ones it tends to be the front end because of the direction of the vibration. So what I do is I put the folded up bit on the front, and then you should always use your hole making template that comes with your machine to make the hole so that the dust can be extracted. Not that the dust extraction is great when you're using the bag, but still it prevents most of the dust from just floating around and getting in your face. Okay, now notice that now I start sanding and you immediately see dust, and I can actually see it disappear, see the high edges going missing straight away. Now I'm using 40 grit paper here because I want to do this fairly rapidly. I don't like to spend too much time doing it. Now you will see people sandpapering like this. All that does is dig holes in your job and wears out your foam padding. Always keep the machine flat. You will notice that I sandpaper and I move the machine slowly. The objective is to make the machine do the work, not you. So if I polish like this, I'm actually being very inefficient with my sandpapering, although with the 40 grit paper it works quite nicely. Because I'm not allowing the machine to do the actual work, I'm doing the work myself. Now, we'll have a look on this corner here. I'm going to now put this back on, and I'm going to start sanding. Now, you'll notice I don't keep the machine still, I keep it moving, but in slow circular motion so that I can get the machine to do the work, but I also want to make sure that I'm not digging any holes in the job. So I'm moving it slowly along this work surface so that it does the work, and I'm just guiding the machine. Now listen to the machine. There's no pressure, so all I'm doing there is polishing. I put a little bit of pressure on it. I don't force it down, I just put a tiny little bit of pressure on it so that it will actually work. You can see it working. Once again, I'm watching my job and I'm looking at my surface, and that is fine. Doing the same on this corner, that is fine. But I'm not going with any speed, because that way all you're doing is working against the orbital sander.